Mr. Marvellous by Adam Hargreaves. Mr. Marvellous could do truly marvellous things. He could run faster than Mr. Rush. Why, he could even run faster than Mr. Rush driving a car. He could cook better than Mr. Greedy. His meals were so delicious that even Mr. Skinner ate too much. He could even do the impossible. He could change colour. He could even change shape. In short, he was a marvel. Now, Mr. Marvellousness was also very helpful to his friends. Like the time little Miss Chatterbox called it Mr. Quiet. Mr. Marvellous out-chattered little Miss Chatterbox into silence. And when Mr. Tickle was tickling little Miss Giggles mercilessly, Mr. Marvellous even out-tickled Mr. Tickle. So when Mr. Marvellous heard a cry for help, he did not hesitate to rush to the rescue. Little Miss Tiny was being pulled up into the air by a large kite.
Help me!
She cried. Miss Marvellous lifted to the air, higher than even Mr. Bounce could bounce, and grabbed the kite string and saved little Miss Tiny.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Marvelous,
said little Miss Tiny in relief.
I was flying my kite with Little Miss Naughty, and when we got into the air, Little Miss Naughty let go with me still holding on.
Well, we'll just have to see what we can do about that, said Mr. Marvellous. Oh, it can't be that difficult to be naughtier than Little Miss Naughty, Mr. Marvellous said to himself as he set off to out-naughty Little Miss Naughty. His first naughty trick was to change colour, so that Little Miss Naughty could not see him. Then he pulled her bow undone.
Now who's that untying my bow?
But you'd have to admit, that's not very naughty. What was much naughtier was Little Miss Naughty tying Mr. Marvellous's shoelaces together and laughing when he fell flat on his face. Oh!
Got you, Mr. Marvellous! You'll never stop me!
Mr. Marvellous realised that he was going to have to try harder. So he set his marvellous brain to thinking, and he came up with a thoroughly fiendish trick. He would dig up a trap for Little Miss Naughty to fall into. That night, Mr. Marvellous picked up his spade and his flashlight and stepped out of his front door, and fell down a hole. A hole dug by Little Miss Naughty. A hole full of molasses. Oh!
How's that for a sticky situation, Mr. Marvellous?
The next day, Mr. Marvellous set out, determined to get the better of Little Miss Naughty. But he could not go anywhere. Someone had let the air out of his car's tyres. And we all know who that someone was, don't we? Try as he might, Mr. Marvellous could not be as naughty as Little Miss Naughty. He had met his match.
The truth is,
said Little Miss Tiny later that day,
that there is nothing marvelous about being naughty, and this is why you can't out-naughty Little Miss Naughty.
Oh, I see, said Miss Marvellous, who did not feel quite as marvellous as he usually did. And then he had an idea. What I need is some help, said Mr. Marvellous, and I think I know just the person. So then and there, Miss Marvellous went out to see Mr. Mischief. And Miss Mischief knew just how to put Little Miss Naughty in her place.
Oh, you got me fair and square. But I'll be back and have something far worse planned.
Now that was a marvellous idea. Although I doubt Little Miss Naughty would agree. Ha ha!